Guys, I'm going to talk about some of the key fights yesterday on the BoxNation card at the Comp Box over here in the UK. So let's start with Jamie Conlan first. Jamie Conlan for Anthony Nelson for the Commonwealth Super Flyweight title. Jamie Conlan's been talked about quite recently in the same breath as someone like Paul Butler, Cal Yafai, Zolani Tete even. So, it's been his name's been bandied about quite a fair bit. Of course, I've heard a few things here and there that Paul Butler and his team agreed to terms with Conlan's team a couple of weeks back, and he instead for a world title final eliminator, but he decided to go for the Commonwealth title. I'm not sure if that's true, but that remains to be seen. It was a fantastic fight. This fight with him and Nelson, barnstormer, one of the best fights I've seen in a good while. Um, Potential fight of the year candidate. We'll see if any other fights later on in the year match up to it. Multiple knockdowns, multiple times both fighters were hurt. Could have been on the verge of being stopped. So fantastic fight. Real good value for money and entertainment. Possibly took took some shine off the main event. Definitely for me, and added some great value to the card, especially after Billy Joe Saunders pulling out, over Mackenzie pulling out. So definitely a great little fight, and I was really pleased I could get to watch it, even though I didn't get to watch it in the most comfortable of circumstances. But definitely I got at least to see a great fight. Um, Jamie Conlan, where he goes from here. Anthony Nelson will come back. He's super fit, quite durable, so he can come back. He can come back at that British Commonwealth sort of level. Very fit, and he's got a decent dig on him as well. It seems. Um, Jamie Conlan. I can't mention him in the same breaths as Cal Yafai, Paul Butler, Zolani Tete. They are 2, 3 levels above him. I think Paul Butler would probably be a decent fight. There's a bit of a history between the two. It seems by them talking and talking up the fight ever so recently, but it's not coming to fruition. So it seems to be decent, but for me, Paul Butler would probably be. Uh, I would keep Jamie Conlan away from Paul Butler, especially your fight. I think your fight looks really good. I know your fight is actually slated to face Kohei Kono for the WBA super flyweight title this summer. So I don't think he's at the level that your fight's at. And Zolani Tete is 3 or 4 levels and weight classes, I'd say, above him. So for me, Conlan's team, Frank Warren should keep him away from those sort of opposition. Too big, too strong, too skilled for him. Jamie Conlan's open defensively. He's good offensively, but defensively very slack for me. And I think these guys will pick him off, and some of them, or two of them, I think would probably stop him. Um, Hughie Fury versus Fred Cassie. Split decision, technical decision, accidental head clash. I think it was in the fourth round, if I'm correct. But for me, very uninterested in this fight, in the actual fight itself. Hughie Fury's development, definitely more interested in that. Very awkward opponent in Cassie. Cassie's obviously, given real hell to someone like Dominic Brazil, who's fighting Andy Joshua for the IBF title next. And obviously, Amir Mansour, he performed with credit there. He did get knocked out um, late on. Also, who was it? Chris Arreola. Yeah, sorry. Chris Arreola, he got a draw, I think it was, or a very close loss. And for me, he won that fight as well. So two guys who are pretty decent for me, or at least decently rated. He done a number on them for me. Just didn't get the decision. And for Hughie Fury, even though he looked very slow, very off his game yesterday, for me he still dealt with him with ease. He was winning every round for me, doing what he normally does, trying to use the jab and creating awkward angles. Cassie was obviously awkward himself, but this had a 12 round unanimous decision win all over it. I think Tyson Fury even said that. So um, I probably would have had it a shutout, if not maybe a round to Cassie, if it went 12 rounds. But every round up until they stopped the fight due to the cut, I had Fury winning every round, and it was very very comfortable. For me, it's tough. I mean, I don't um, I don't think Fury. I don't think Fury needs a fight soon, especially with the cut. I think he can take his time, come back, and he's very very young. He's 21, plenty of time to develop. So I did say on Boxing Gossip's live show, I think someone like a Chris Arreola would be someone decent that he could pit his wits against, maybe in 2 3 fights time, and because I think those sort of opponents are, they're at just the fringe world level, and they're very very beatable, and Hughie Fury's definitely got the skills and the class to do it on his day. For me, the crowd were booing, rightly so. Very boring, and they were rightly upset, especially with the Conlan fight just before. Liam Walsh, I'll move on to him. Liam Walsh and Ryan Walsh fought on the card. Ryan Walsh, he's decent. I don't rate him as high as I rate Liam. Ryan, I think he lost to Lee Selby, if I'm correct. I think he falls short of the top level fighters at featherweight. So, but at the level he's at now, I think he's got one more defense till he wins the Lonsdale belt outright. So I think he should do that. Probably move up to European, and then, or if not, trying to test the waters at sort of just on the fringe world level, and then move progressively up. But things looking up for Ryan Walsh. See where he goes from here. Uh, Liam Walsh, fantastic talent. He's superb boxer. Um, for me, Troy James, quite past it. Not old, but quite past it for me. Liam Walsh still looked magnificent. Fantastic fighter. Um, he's well above British and Commonwealth level. I think he's actually moved up to lightweight quite recently, and then he moved back down to super feather. I think he should find one weight class and stick to it and see where he goes from there. Super featherweight, the division open up. Uchiyama lost his WBA belt to Corrales, so that might be a route that Liam Walsh could go down. Francisco Vargas fighting Orlando Salido. I know he failed a drug test, so that belt might become vacant if Vargas wins. He could go down that route. It really depends. I think Liam Walsh is really ready for above European level. He's a fantastic talent. I think Frank's kept him back a fair bit, and I don't know why, if he knows something we don't know. But Liam Walsh is really really good. Even at lightweight, I'd say he beats a lot of the top contenders for me. He looks really skilled, and looking forward to seeing a lot more of him. I hope he does get pushed by BoxNation and Frank Warren. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Box Nation card. I do know there was some absentees, such as Billy Joe Saunders over Mackenzie. But how do you think the fights did shape up on the card? Futures for Liam Walsh, Ryan Walsh, Jamie Conlan. Who do you think he's going to face next? Do you think he's ready for world level? Hughie Fury. Who do you think he might face next? I know he won a WBO Intercontinental belt. But do you think he could be in line for a world title shot in the next 18 to 24 months? Let me know all your thoughts on the Box Nation card and all the fights and all the news on it in the comment section below. Please leave the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. As I said in the previous video, I'm close to 100 subscribers, so thank you to everyone who's tuned in, clicked the like button, commented, supported. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. And yeah, peace.